Welcome gamers, my name is BRD and today I want to show you an improved version of my BRD Pull where we kill approximately 100 mobs in 2 pulls, where every mob can drop Edgemasters, which makes this undoubtedly the best Edgemasters farm in the game, while yielding 150 gold per hour on average, without counting invaluable drops such as Libram of Voracity, Libram of Constitution, or epics like Freezing Band, as well as set cards, Traveler's Backpack, and insane amounts of Runecloth, as well as raw gold. So let's go and have a look at the talents and the gear. Key talents for those farming the Arcane tree are Arcane Concentration and Magic Absorption, as well as Arcane Meditation for good mana regeneration, as well as Magic Attunement to minimize the fire damage income by fire guards. And the Frost tree you want to have Permafrost and improved Blizzard to have an optimal Blizzard, as well as Frost Channeling and Arctic Reach to increase range and reduce mana costs. Those talents are mandatory for this farm. All others you can do as you prefer, and we need no block for this pull at all. Tier 2 helmet gear, Onyxia pre-neck, Tier 2 shoulders, Magedomus back, Firemaw chest, Tier 2 bindings, Mage blade, Nav offense, BOE fire resistance bond, Engineering reflector trinket, Blazing emblem, fire resistance crest, auction house, Tier 1 boots, Tier 2 legs, Tier 2 belt, and flare claw gloves. And with magic resistance armor I have about 216 fire resistance, which is good. The consumables needed are only swiftness potion, bandage you can sustain yourself with from the drops, and swiftness of sunset for it, of course. Makes it extremely helpful, but it's not needed for this pull. It just makes the jump easier, and it lets you flee easier from those really fast dogs you're gonna encounter in the second pull. If you want to have boosties, then you can kill this fire guard and place boosties behind the corner on the left side. Okay, let's go. Here they show it. In the other version of the pull we watched how many fire guards we can take. With my new technique, we just take everything in the room without worrying too much about anything. So, pulling fireball 1, 1, 1, putting down under with rank 1 explosion. Now it's gonna be important how you walk in there. You wanna walk there to pull them, and then strafe this way. In order to, you want to abuse a thing called predicted movement. So because we moved to the right side and strafe there, those mobs predicted us going to be there. So all mobs take this leap, and when I change my direction, they take a while, which leaves this corridor open for me. So I'm just gonna Nova and then blink. Putting this with soft counter, rank 1 explosion for the other 2 packs, and it's gone. We rebuff ourselves, we swap to mage armor, and we try to throw a blizzard behind us. You can just blink here, throw a blizzard. Being in the corner also forces the fire guards to move towards you. You see they're coming in the middle, which gives us an optimal positioning. Now we just need to slow the snake at both ends, so to say. While the fire guards are bursting fireballs into me. We try not to die, stay healthy. If we need to, we can go behind the corner and bandage. But now we just let the fire guards cast doom. This is our objective. Already half mana. Every fireball costs them 8% mana, so it's approximately 12 to 13 fireballs. doesn't last too long. When they're I like to kill them in this corner. This corner is... you can basically see one thing. Is that if you have to... if they go this way, this is... even though it doesn't really make too much sense. This is... the second circle is a lot higher, so that they stay a lot longer in your blizzard range. It's a lot longer array, and they seem to move around this edge. They kinda bug out. It's like it takes them forever to move out of there. And this whole mechanic we can abuse to just have a really clean kill in the corner. But if you kill them in this corner, and if your boosters stay in the entrance, they're gonna get no experience. So let's move on. If you see now in the corner, they're gonna like staying a little bit. It's not too much, but it's you feel it's significant. So you're trying to always kill those mobs in those corners. Of course, the main abuse of this whole farm is this ledge. You jump on an invisible spot right there. And this is another corner. This is one of the other... oh no, I don't do that now. I didn't realize there that they already started to flee, and when they flee, they split up. One part is maybe not even fleeing yet and is still fast. Below 20% mobs get slower gradually, which you need to keep track of. If you're not keeping optimal track of it, it can happen that you just jump up the ledge, especially on the second pull where you have a lot more mobs, and then you have nowhere to go basically. So I mean, you just spam rank 1 blizzard, wait till all the mobs are in the corner, and then we can continue to kill them. Yeah, in the right corner you see the time we need, as well as the average gold per hour. It's not too accurate because it's just the first one. I'm gonna upload a guide where I post a lot of different hours, so you have a comparison. Gonna have like 6-7 different loot appraiser logs, where you can compare and see that it's consistently 150 to 200 gold per hour. Sometimes I have sessions if a Libram of Voracity drops and it's not too difficult to proc. If you have 4 clears an hour, it's around 50 minutes, around 4 clears an hour. You kill 400 mobs. And that's a lot. And with the set on, you also can see what drops in the middle of the screen. The current pricing is market value, so it's the price of my realm. I'm gonna show different in my guide, but for some items it's not helpful to use region market value. Some types it can be though. So this is first pull is 30 mobs. Now I'm gonna make sure you have frost armor up again. Rebuff dampen magic. And then we go position ourselves for the second pull. For this pull we are basically pulling the whole highway and get out. Main objective in this hallway is to keep them off of you and slow it with Blizzard, keep special attention to the dogs. You wanna always Cone of Cold Nova grenade them, because they're really fast, and they're definitely faster than you. And at some point they're gonna clutch in the second half of the hallway. This is the moment we use Swiftness Potion. Swiftness Potion is the only consumable needed for this pull, and it makes this hallway just viable. The Swiftness Sansa doesn't really make a big difference. Yeah, I fucked up. It's like you see an example of how to solve a body pull. I didn't meant to pull them, and then you can just Nova. You need good timing on your blizzards. You need to feel the batches. You need to know how long do I have to blizzard in order to get 1 or 2 batches of slows in them. This way you can just don't panic. Okay, Nova them. I think we pull them and Cold Snap Nova the next dog pack. Then we use Swiftness Pot. Not too good. Now I blink down, and if you blink here without having speed up, you're gonna need blink at the next saw. Okay, so one thing I need to show you is this door. There is a mechanic called leeway, which means that as soon as you move, melee attacks get enhanced by 3 yards range. But leeway doesn't really work on heights. So if we're walking up this ledge here, and the mobs hit you from down below, and if you have a big chunk like 30, 20, 30, 40 mobs, they just one-shot you. So you need to blink this. Okay. This is really important. Muchos importantes. Okay, we're gonna keep them off again. We just throw Cone of Cold and Nova. Our main focus here is getting to the ledge and keep the dogs off of us. With Sansa we are almost already faster than those melees, so we try to throw blizzards as often as we can. I cancelled the blizzard because I know it's not worth it getting hit there too much. So we can slow the snake at both ends. So now we manipulate the positioning of the fire guards by blinking in the corner. So we see now that the fire guards have to run here. Okay, it's our first time, and second time they get even further. This just opens up an optimal positioning for us and the fire guards, so they can cast fireballs into us if we stay up or down in both positions. Okay, as well as if you blink there, you can use bandages. What am I doing here? Another great combination is using your flame reflector and bandage. This way you will get 3/4 of the bandage through while getting hit on. Insanely valuable mechanic. If you have engineering, I urge you to get this trinket. It makes the farm so easy. You just can let them cast into you. It's great. Don't be too greedy. Greed is your biggest enemy. Don't be too greedy when it comes to jumping the ledge. Just jump. Don't jump in the last second. Don't let them get too close to you. You always want to have room for 1 or 2 fails. If you fail the jump once, that can happen, especially if you're tired or like new to this farm. So I thought about doing one blizzard. No, I don't do one more blizzard. I jump up. Even with hundreds of hours on this farm, I still manage to not get the jump every time. And sometimes you just miss the jump 3 times or 4 times. And I have an emergency lip potion with me if something happens, but they are 5 of 4 gold. I'm gonna keep that. So now all fire guards are and we cannot kill them all in my favorite corner of death. you see, like, it takes a little bit, especially if they start to flee, and this corner is just the best. Okay, so all dogs are dead. 20 dogs. Those dogs drop tender wolf meat, which you can make into tender wolf steak with cooking, which is a really good buff food, I think, for tanks. Now it's worth nothing, but as soon as gates open, it's gonna be worth a lot. And here you should only use Blizzard when you know how much HP they have, because if you're not sure what's happening here, then they can just get you in some tight situations. They hit for a lot. The footmen have 2 hits, like 2 swords, boom, boom, and they hit you for 500, 600. It's insane. You can see the loot in the middle. Most golden comes by Runecloth, by those grey items, as well as the major healing potions, superior mana potions, elemental fire, heart of fire, essence of fire by the flame guards. Some items are trash, like black diamonds, or I think it's called red wolf meat. Yeah. One problem with the add-on is that it's not really accurate on the greens. So you're gonna see something like 20 to 30 to 40 gold in the corner. But you could just subtract the greens and take in disenchant value, and then you get at easily 150 gold, as well as 8 to 10 gold raw gold each one. So that's it. I hope you had some fun. I hope you could learn something and have fun farming Edgemasters.